Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Salem Coven members who are seeing this first. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you haven't already connected with me over on Patreon, it's completely free to join. You'll still get some perks. I'll occasionally drop a YouTube video there early, or I'll make something that was previously only accessible for the Salem Coven members, accessible for everyone. If a video is ever taken down after I post it on YouTube, it will be available for free on Patreon, plus it's ad-free. However, if you are interested, you can join the Salem Coven members, which gets you early access to all of my content. They're usually at least a month plus ahead of YouTube, extended versions, things that I can't put on YouTube or have to blur for YouTube, things like official music videos, requested interviews, live performances, exclusive live streams, more weigh in on what I do next, things like that. All the information will be in the description below. Okay, so now that we're done with the Tyler albums, there was two other song adjacent things that you wanted me to watch. So one of them is the Clipse P.O.V music video that we hadn't done yet. I did do the Clipse album already, but I did not see this music video because I don't think it was out at the time I did the Clipse music videos. What was the other one? Oh, the other one was something posted on Christmas, which I believe is the second time he will have dropped something on Christmas, because that guy was also dropped on Christmas the year before, I think. Don't quote me. And there may be a music video with that one, so we'll see how I'm feeling. Maybe we'll do the music video after we listen to the song, or maybe we'll just do it all at once and then I will go back and look at lyrics. We'll see how I'm feeling. I don't literally have anything up. I'm that guy. I'm still singing that. Oh, hello, Dobby. You are so nosy. That's my tea. You cannot have my tea. Come here, Debbie Doo. Or not. That's fine. I'm chopped liver. P.O.V. Immediately I'm getting flashbacks. Oh God. What is that episode? I need... Ooh, okay, I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna laugh so hard. I'm sorry. Okay, pull yourself together. Whoo, whoo. Okay, so it's funny how things show up. So the first thing is that you should know about me is I was very untrusting of Chuck E. Cheese, okay? Like the character. As a kid, I was like, not about it. Absolutely not. And I loved going, but I hated when he came up. My mom told me that, like, she finally asked me, what's, Chuck E. Cheese is like nice, like what, and I was like, I don't trust him. My mom was like trying like to take me serious, and she's like, okay. And I was like, that's not real. There's no way. So my mom, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure my mom had to confess, if you will, that it was in fact a person in a costume. And I was like, oh, okay, then I'm cool. And if that doesn't show you something about your intuition, it wasn't the fact that the character scared me. It was that I knew it wasn't right. So just off the bat, that's the first thing I thought of. But the second thing I thought of, and the reason I'm laughing, is I was immediately like, Hannah Montana. Oh my gosh, I just need you to know what just went down. Okay, so just I barely have started this video, right? Like, and I just spent, I don't even want to tell y'all how much time has passed from the time that I paused my recording to now. I wanted to pull it up on the screen and show you guys what I was talking about, the image that flashed in my head, except when I looked that up, it wasn't coming up, and I was like, wait. I remember it being funny, and I remember the main character, who I was thinking was Miley Cyrus as Hannah Montana. I guess she would have been Miley in this part in my head. But anyways, the long story short is that I thought she like attended a birthday, or it ends up being this malfunction and like sparks fly and all this stuff. Anyways, I was like, why is it not coming up? I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I know the main character was really funny. Maybe I'm just thinking it was girl, female character. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was like a Drake and Josh. I don't know. I was like going through it. I was like, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. And then it played in my head for like a split second. And I was like, oh my God, it was That's So Raven. But it took it took work to get there, okay? The scene that played in my head did not come until I had been deep diving, okay, into Google searching Disney show where they go to the deal but I can confirm now that it was That's So Raven For's a Crowd. Sometimes I just can't let things go, and it's gonna bother me, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to pay attention to the music video unless I figured it out. Oh, I guess I should show y'all the visual. Oh my God, I already deleted the tab. Wait, come back. And as soon as I saw the name of it, I was like, oh, it's when she went on the date. Guy's little sister is like trying to sabotage him. She sits on pizza because the girl, I think the little girl put it underneath her before she sat down. Supposed to be their first date. I think she takes her brother too. Anyways, that was a whole ordeal. I remember there was like an animal and a robot, and whole ordeal. Why can't I find a picture? Okay, I found the episode on like Dailymotion. Hold on, let me try to. I want you to know the part that played in my head. One of the things I'd looked up was I feel like she got into one of the costumes, which is what made me think that maybe it wasn't actually like animatronic. So I was looking up like getting into it, but for some reason I couldn't remember what the character was because I kept trying to picture an animal and I was like, I don't think it was an animal. Turns out it was a pirate. It's this. So I just need y'all to know that for a split second, in that moment when it came across the screen, all I could picture in that split second was this. Oh my God, no wonder I said animatronic, because that was literally what it was called, animatronic pizza pals.
Man, she desperate.
Yep, teddy bear, robot, and a pirate. So that's where my brain went. Genuinely, I'm embarrassed at how long I just been doing that. Like, it's been a while. Okay, so now that's out of the way, let's restart this music video. I'm so sorry.
P.O.V. kilos in my mind back. Take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize all I see is 60-day stars and 20-year thousandaires. Not enough shopping, whole lot of browsing airs. My reinvention, I know you thinking how's it fair? You stream kings, but you never fit a crowd in there.
God, I love this song. Also, the vibes of this, with that going on, the characters actually saying the words too. I wasn't expecting that. But it's the difference between like the characters that are like playing on stage versus them sitting in this like, we have our chandeliers, the dark and moody atmosphere feels more luxurious in that way. But then you've got these characters up on stage. I love that. Love the way this is shot. The shadows of this, how it's spinning around the table.
Supreme team parallels when the powder clears. I seen things that I'm still not even proud to share. You Zeus network niggas, you hear me loud and clear. Get these 5,500 to host the niggas out of here. Sand colored Rolls Royce, we like Saudis here. The only Audi here is driven by my owl pair. Ghost face with the wrist, bird falconer. Willie Falcone trunk full of talcum here. Shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. Send a hit through a text, ain't no shouting here.
I don't know, there's something about this that I'm literally obsessed with this. It's like they're having a conversation, you know, and it's got these like, I mean, it's shot very, in my opinion, as someone who doesn't know anything about film. So take that as you will. But to me, it feels almost like a movie. These kind of close-up shots, teeth thing, and Tyler like looking through his glasses. It's these little hints of the different perspectives shifting, but the way they're interacting makes it seem like they're having a conversation. They're just like talking, but he's actually rapping, and I don't know, it like feels more like a movie conversation than a music video, which is really cool. But then you've got these pops of, you know, like they said, the characters on stage. I mean, obviously he's sitting there rapping, like it's a music video, but I don't know, there's something about the way that they're making it feel like you just dropped into the middle of a movie. You know what I mean? And I really enjoy that.
Bypass MIA, too much crowd in there. I spent summers with
And it's like this, I don't know, there's some juxtaposition for me personally, because you've got in the side of the rooms, first of all, it's lit all by like ambient lighting. And you've got the mirrors, aged mirrors, which really gives like a speakeasy type of vibe from like an interior design perspective. Beautiful chandeliers. But then it's kind of, I don't mean this rude to like the venue or anything, but like that ceiling is very in opposition to that. The sconces on the wall, are those actually sconces on the wall, or are those reflections of the chandeliers? Okay, it doesn't matter. But the point is, you got these items, and when you sit up close to them, you could be at like a nicer restaurant or something like that when you're sitting up at the table. But then when you zoom out, you see this kind of, it almost feels like a school auditorium. And then you've got this like, you know, kind of dance floor where you're like, okay, are we at an award wedding reception or something, you know, because you've got the tables, but then you've got the dance floor type thing. But then you've got this thing on stage, which I guess what I'm getting at is the room itself seems like it's almost cosplaying as something. Like there's these really nice touches, but like overall you're like, wait, what? Where are we? And I don't know if it's supposed to be evoking that or not, but that's what it makes it feel like to me, because when I saw the ceiling, I was like, that's a really interesting ceiling, you know, like the cheaper ceiling tiles. It reminds me of like a school or an office space or something like that. But then you've got these beautiful chandeliers. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've been really deep in mocking up ideas for renovating. So it may just be that coming out. Brain on that mode earlier. But anyways, just thought I would point it out because I could see a world in which that really does mirror what the song is talking about.
next, love that mountain air. P.O.V. kilos in my back. Take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect.
Oh my God, did that say Rocka? Oh my God, that's the incident.
Air. P.O.V. kilos in my back.
The Rocka fire? Stop. It all came back. And those are the like OG ones, right? I'm pretty sure that was a little bit before my time. I'm pretty sure that was like kind of like the OG ones, if I'm thinking right. They were in that like Pizza Biz or whatever, which I think is more what the That's So Raven episode was based off of. I could be wrong about that, but wow, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure the Rocka Fire were the ones, again, don't quote me, but I think those are the ones that had like quite a few malfunctions, which is what inspired episodes like the That's a Raven one. I'll have to look more into this. That's so fascinating. Sorry, I saw the name and I was like, oh yeah.
Take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize
okay,
at?
call me Mr. Brella, how I weather the storm. At 43 milli, I peel off like an orange. I got deaf and blind bitches trying to see what it do. Little feature niggas threatening to sue. Tell your lawyer to set the fee. LaFerrari doors open up like it's therapy. That number ain't bread to me. That million is crumbs. You niggas is bums. I'm not a tough guy. I'm a fly boy. Them beats get you stung. Oh, nah. Yeah, they will bust for me. Tricky niggas puzzle me. I could never buy a bitch a Birkin cause she fucking me. I got homes I ain't sleeping in. The options my nigga push. Keep dirty white moving like mosh pits. They watch it. I'm like white bitches the way I pop shit. I need God to play the lead in my biopic. The curse of the zeros, where you become the devil or the tap dancing Negro. I came to terms that I'ma probably outgrow my hero. Come get with me.
P.O.V. kilos in my back.
Love this though because I feel like that would happen. Like this doesn't feel like pretend. This feels like Tyler would absolutely get up on a table and then just like go out to this dance floor and everyone else is just like, yeah, bet. Go off, Tyler. Like, that feels authentic to me.
Take Amtrak down south, then she
And he's just like over there doing his thing. Like, that feels real to me.
flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize at?
If they had to weigh the operation, call it obese. I mix it like my homes, then I tell them go deep. The rag top drop playing.
I love what they're doing with light in this too.
Hide and go seek. The Bentley leather match the pipe and that's the motif. Just to think I built a rap career off and
now the like costumes are gone, the masks are off. Ooh, that gave me chills. You're like seeing behind the facade. Stop. That's iconic. I love this.
no Z. I'm watching new niggas rap just to OD. If I didn't give you both sides, I wouldn't be me. I was the only one to walk away and really be free. As far as I'm concerned, I do really be he. I can open up my closet with the skeleton key. If I lied to myself, I could sell it to me. I done sung along with rappers I never believed. Came back for the money, that's the devil in me. Had to hide it
God, I love that. I just love this song.
from the church, that's the Jekyll in me. I never thought twice what the pressure would be, cause niggas change look just like oppression to me.
P.O.V. kilos in my back. Take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize at? I've been working for, the past 14 years without my brother. Being in this business, coming into it as a collective, then being in it for so long by myself, and really understanding brotherhood, camaraderie, family, loyalty, and knowing what that was, and then not having it for so long and just being out there like warrior time. You appreciate it so much. But what I appreciate about this situation more than anything is like actually being able to turn my back, knowing that.
Oh my God. Okay, I almost said something about this. I'm so mad I didn't say anything. Okay, when it turned and we saw the other side of the room, this beautiful looking mural. At first I was like, is that wallpaper? And then I was like, I think that is actually a mural. And I was thinking about it because I was like, oh, this is really pretty. And then it made me think of escaping, and it made me think of like the Call Me If You Get Lost album, right? So I almost made the comment. I was like, maybe I'm just like reading too much into it. Should have said something. The fact that it says mural by makes me think that was intentionally done for the video, is what I'm thinking. Intentionally included that. I'm assuming it was that end of the room and not what was behind the actual Rock-afire characters. But now that I'm saying that, maybe it was that. Hold on, I'm gonna look up that artist and see what their like style is. Hold on. Okay, that was difficult. I like really couldn't find, all I could really find when I was looking up, I'd have to look deeper because all I could really find was that person being put into like credits, Instagram posts and Facebook and things like that. So I couldn't find any of their work. So I don't know. I don't know if it was meant to be like the backdrop sets behind the characters or if it's supposed to be the other end. I feel like it was the other end. But regardless, I saw the mural by and I was like, oh, the fact that you put it in like the credits makes it seem like that was like really intentional. And it made me think maybe that theory that I had in the moment wasn't that far off, I guess is what I'm getting at. I also love when artists do things like this where there's something present or there's a voiceover or something like that that makes the audience want to actually watch the credits, because I think the credits are important.
If somebody got my back.
Well, I loved that, clearly. Cannot wait to watch that again because I just love the way that was shot. I think there's a lot to really get from the song. I love the idea of these characters being the one performing versus them just kind of sitting back talking. Tyler just kind of grooving to his own beat. I just feel like there's a lot of symbolism in that entire visual, that reflection of what they're seeing being performed and characters being taken on, but then you strip those things back. You see the machinery of it all, if you will. There's a lot playing out in that without actually saying anything. Well, I say that. The words say something, obviously, but you know what I mean? It's so brilliant because it's so simple, and yet it's like, oh, of course that's how you do this visual. But still, someone to think of that where it just conveys so much. If you can't tell, that's like one of, arguably like one of my favorite music videos we've done on this channel. I don't know. There's just something about that is just, and it's not just because, it's not, sorry. It's not just because of, that's so Raven. Though that did add to it. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to get it together. Oh, okay. I don't know what this reaction is at this point, honestly. Okay. I just need to keep it moving. I got multiple videos to film. Also, I said on Christmas, but it's actually on Christmas Eve. That was my bad. Okay, so next up we have Sag Harbor. That's in the Hamptons, isn't it? Right? Hold on. I should probably fact check myself there. Yes. Whole lot of browsing errors. That's me, if I'm being honest. I like to browse. I like to just like put things in lists. I also get like very overwhelmed online shopping, or I'll like to try to like curb my desire to just like buy things because financially that's not a good decision. I try to put things in it where it's like, okay, if I'm still thinking about this in the future, I can always go back to it. And sometimes it's just like desire to look, but also I find it helpful. Those of you with ADHD, it's something that happens to us a lot with like that dopamine hit. I have a tendency to, when I do actually want something and I want something specific, sometimes I'll get overwhelmed with how many options there are of things. So I'm like looking at different stores and looking at different things. And sometimes I get to my like tolerance level for it. I'm like, I can't do anymore today. Like, finding what I want, or I can't decide between things because there's like, I found really great options, but then I'm like weighing the pros and cons. Do I get this one? Could I wear this one with more? Or would this fit in this place in my house? Sometimes we'll get like overwhelmed by that. So, and in the past, I've just been like, well, fine, I'll just make a decision. I can't be indecisive about everything. And then I'm like, I wish I didn't do that. So I have found that one thing that also helps me is I'm overwhelmed. I just drop it and I can go back to it and keep researching till I find what I actually want. Anyways, just my tip of the day. I don't know what this video is. I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't even know what to call it. I'm just here. Let's watch this and I'm gonna shut up now.
Hey, just talk some shit for a second.
Interesting that he's sitting, is that a teddy bear he's sitting on? And these were released around the same time. That's just interesting. At least I think that's a teddy bear, or like a paw maybe? Or is that just a chair? Watch me be so wrong. I'm just gonna shut up.
These things got shiny on the door.
Hey, brother. Hey,
These things got shiny on the door. Store.
Lamping in the Hamptons, looking for estates, not a mansion. Scanning for the acreage in the pamphlet. I think this the big one, Sanford. Son got his 4th #1 in a row. I'm a champion. Don't tap the glassy, rather tap the pedal on the chassis. Call it Jasper, it's blowing gassy. Boys ain't got no rhythm, up tempo got him aggy. She sponging on my plankton, it got him moving crabby.
There's so much going on and I have questions and I have heard 5 words, maybe. Probably should have listened to the song first on this one. There's all the things popping up, which gives me so many things to look at, but it's also his eyes back here What are we doing? The first one that really caught my eye was the one where he like kind of looked over and it was like right above where that first other video has popped up. And I was like, oh, so then I was watching that and then this, and then I was like, I've heard nothing. We're definitely gonna have to look at lyrics after this. I heard the lampin' in the Hamptons, so like hanging out in the Hamptons. I heard something about Jasper and rhythm. Something about a car. I'm like replaying in my head what I can remember. That's about all I got.
Took the plane to Malta. Damn how much it cost you. Blinking it's 182 Travis Barker. But this the baby one, this the lava. Easier to get from Sag Harbor, all bargain, all August, Australia. Picked up another bag, no.
His eyes are giving, I am so over this and I want you, I feel like I'm in trouble. Like his eyes are like, really? Are we in timeout? Oh my God, are we in timeout? Are the fan was something happening during this time? Were people acting a fool again? Is this like a you need to go to the corner moment? That's what it's giving me. I also love that we have like the green background and then the red, which like this came out around Christmas, yes, but it also just reminds me of like Chromacopia versus like Don't Tap the Glass. I don't know.
Garbage, I'm tired if we keeping it facts. Fuck work, bro, I need to relax. Peace of mind, what I need to get back, yeah. These things got shorty boys.
It's like he was saying something.
These things got shorty boy. Yeah. I'm grinding like it's so too, beating on the table. I'm trying to tag $100 million out the label. To you, that's just a fable. I show up with a camera and a
this is shot so interestingly. How he like had covered his eyes and now you know one's uncovered but you can't see it. This is so interesting. Also, I really need him to stand up because this whole chair situation's really bothering me. Because I don't know what I'm looking at. I think the top rounded part of a chair and then the thing right here is the armrest. So I'm like, is this like a fuzzy chair, like a fuzzy wrap wood chair? But then at the same time it kind of looks like a claw, does it not? Like a paw, and those are the claw. I just want to understand the chair. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Just in case it's hard for them to get my angle. I'm with my nigga Lionel, bluffing on the island, talking about a village we could build. I'm feeling tribal, freedom is my destination, praying that it's final. Ship that car for 3 M's and they forgot to send the title. God damn it, the moment where your idol is your rival. I'm flying through the fire and I ain't.
Whoa, sorry, there was a hair in my mouth. The moment when your idol.
Freedom is my destination, praying that it's final. Ship that car for 3 M's and they forgot to send the title. God damn it, the moment where your idol is your rival. I'm flying through the fire and I ain't breaking sweat yet. Keep a little water in the vial. Nino Brown necklace, custom made Lexus. Lust in my body, make commitments, see the exit. I pray to God I settle down and stop the second guessing. Guilt from got me emotionally regressing. Until then I'm pollywog leaping in affection now.
Thank you so much for that move because I can see now. Is it just a throw? I'm sorry. I am clearly very hung up on interior stuff and I really did not expect it to bleed through this much. In my defense, I don't think the chair actually would have evoked this response had we not had the animatronics in the last video. I really don't think I would have noticed it that much. Definitely a chair though, because you see the, okay.
I gave niggas shoulders they could cry on. I ain't like they nature, so I had to switch the biome. They ain't seeing green from me, I'm switching to an iPhone. Fuck who y'all calling the best. I seen they ticket sales, give it a rest. They got y'all craniums hexed. I'm on the road to doing stadiums next, but y'all keep counting me out. Like what's the cheat code? Clumsy ass niggas still worried about a street code. We supposed to own the.
Did he? Oh my God, guys, y'all are probably gonna be so annoyed at me with this video because I don't know what's up with me. How he just sat I feel so seen.
Give it a rest. They got your craniums hex. I'm on the road to doing stadiums next, but y'all.
Stop. If that's with the hand under the knee. Also, I'm in like literal pajama pants, so we're gonna ignore that don't really match well. The way he put like his hand under his leg and crossed them, I feel so seen. I sit like that all the time. I'm like a pretzel. I get all like, I don't know. Oh. Whoops. To be fair, that's such a hypermobile thing. We just like cannot feel comfortable in a normal position. We're like, I mean, like you guys haven't seen me in videos like up, you know, in my little ball of, you know, anyways. I need to be stopped is what I need to be. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Keep counting me out, like what's the cheat code? Clumsy ass niggas still worried about a street code. We supposed to own the ball and y'all worried about shooting free throws for dumb dollars. Don Daughters, Sun Dodgers, the catalyst to all the world's.
I just love his eye movements behind that screen. If you pay attention to them at the points that he was like, you know, he was like looking up and then it hit that one part and he looked like.
Problems. White bitches saying period at end of the sentence, but wouldn't let the black girls they copy inside of their kitchen.
Oh! That was something about like white girls saying period at the end of their sentence. But what was it? Like basically like you took that from black women and then you took it from people who you wouldn't even invite inside your house for dinner. I was literally having this conversation with someone the other day who was talking about, not that conversation. I think it was my mom trying to figure out what it was like, what it was related to, but it was something related to like something that she thought was cool. And she was like, I wonder why that's kind of a thing here. Cause I think we do this well. I don't even remember what it was. And I was like, well, that's because it came from black culture. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I was like, so if you trace these things back, like there's so much of music, so much is taken, especially from black culture. And so I was like explaining, I'm genuinely trying to remember what it was and I cannot remember it for the life of me and it's gonna bother me. I mean, I say we just had this conversation. It was like a couple months ago. But the point is, again, it's always like the hypocrisy. You condemn people. Your racism fuels your like hatred for these things. And yet you try to do it. You try to take it on. What do you mean? You condemn, you judge, you do all of this stuff. And then you commodify their culture. Obviously, once I told her, she was like, oh, that makes total sense. Like, that's where that comes from. And I was like, yeah, that can be said about so much stuff. So much is said with that one statement where it's like white girls are saying like period at the end of the sentence, which is so true. I'm so guilty of that. I say period all the time. But it's like these phrases, these styles, music, I mean, it culture, fashion, I mean, just everything is commodified and taken. It's like, So I love that that's the line that I really heard. Oof.
I'll be off the coast, bro. Away from these crumbs, counting bread and eating toast, bro. Backseat of the Phantom, tell the driver move it slow-mo. I want them to see me like the bottom of a boat, bro. Buddy bad mouth me, so we clean them with the scope, bro. We don't brush it off, we keep it.
Oh, I didn't hear enough around that line to know if it's supposed to be taken one way or the other, or if it's meant to be both. But when you say, I want them to go slow, I want them to see me like the bottom of a boat, you would go slow if you would want to be seen. So that makes me think of like glass bottom boat and then don't tap the glass. I feel like that makes sense. But then you could also think of it as like the bottom of a boat. You don't, unless you're in the water, you don't. Oh, could that be like, I want y'all be down there with the fishes kind of thing? Because that's the only time you're going to see the bottom of a boat, unless it's out of the water. I think I need to actually see the lyrics. instead of just speculating.
Stick to chew and blow, bro. Big pause. You need a big jaw to talk these numbers. I'm giving niggas time to tuck they summer. The ears yellow like the two niggas that spaz on frontin'. 40 fumes, only gas, I'm puffin', niggas snuffin', come get with me. Ooh.
Ooh, how the light got dark. This is so interesting. Hand up.
These things got shiny ride to this. Foggy mornings.
And it's not just darker, it's also bluer. Interesting. All the eyes and ears.
Give it up.
Nope.
For an
No, both of those videos were so interesting. And for something that's so simple, you know, like that was a very simple video. And yet, I mean, I guess kind of both could be said, but I feel like at least, I feel like the other one, there was like the animatronics, like there was more in that, but like the message, like the symbolism spoke such volumes. And I feel like the same can be said about Sag Harbor. Okay, I need the lyrics though, because I only got a little bit of that. Lamping in the Hamptons, looking for estates, not a mansion. Ooh, estates evokes for me something bigger than just a piece of property or even land. Estate makes it feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's a legacy tied to an estate. Money can buy you a mansion, but the idea of a legacy is kind of what that makes me think of. Obviously, then there's the connection with the estate sale, but still. Scanning for the acreage in the pamphlet, which also makes sense too, because if you think about the Hamptons, that also evokes legacy. I think this, the big one, Stanford, son on his 4th #1 in a row, I'm a champion. Don't tap the glassy, rather tap the pedal on the chassis. Call it Jasper, it's blowing Cassie. That's funny. She's spongy. Plankton, crabby, stop. Stop. Sponge, I cannot. That line is fucking hilarious. Took the plane to Martha. Yeah, okay. Damn how much it cost you. Blink, it's 182, Travis Barker. I love that. Also, plane, he's the one who got in the plane crash too, right? But this, the baby one, this, the larva, which also is like coastal and ocean, vineyard, Hamptons. I like that. I like that a lot. Picked up another bag, no garbage. Ooh, I'm tired if we keeping it facts. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of whatever this is. Fuck work, bro. I need to relax. So we are still there. Peace of mind, what I need to get back. It's peace of mind as in like Piece. And I just make that distinction because sometimes I feel like we've seen that in Kendrick's music with like peace of mind and peace being switched. Yeah, I'm grinding like it's O2. Beating on the table, I'm trying to tag $100 million at the label. Ooh, to you, that's just a fable. I love that. I'll show up with a camera and a ruler just in case it's hard for them to get my angles. I love that. Oh, this line, I liked this one. Talking about a village we can build, I'm feeling tribal. Yeah, like building community. Interesting. Love that. Freedom is my destination, praying that it's final. Like I want that to be the end goal. Ship that car for $3 million. They forgot to send the title. Goddamn. The moment. Oh, God, no. It's March and we already have our first fly. You couldn't have at least given me till like May before I have to go on Fly Battle Wars. In case you're new around here, a prominent theme in my videos last summer were me fighting the flies, spring, summer, and into fall if we're being real. But because the cats go in and out so much, won't, you know, pick up their pace when they're coming in, flies get in constantly and it drives me nuts. That's the first one I've seen. And I'm sad that that time is already coming. I'm gonna have to get the fly swatters out again. And, oh God, okay. Not looking forward to that. The moment where your idol is your rival. Whew. I'm flying through the fire and I ain't break a sweat yet. Love that. I'll keep a little water in the vial. Woof. Stop. You know, brown necklace custom made lust in my body made commitment see the exit. Love. I pray to God I settle down and stop the second guessing. Guilt from, and then it cuts out. I love when people do that because I think it's very interesting. Hate it because I'm nosy. I'll admit that. I'm just nosy. Okay. Got me emotionally regressing. Until then, I'm pollywog leaping in affection now. Pollywog. Isn't that like another name for tadpole? Hold on. Yes. Okay. I was like, I feel like that's what that means, but I don't want to say that and be wrong. Leaping in affection. I do love that. These things got shine upon the door. Back with our doors. Knocking on doors. That guilt follow me like a bird or something. These things got shine upon the door. Okay. I gave shoulders they can cry on. I ain't like their nature, so I had to switch the biome. They ain't seeing green from me. I'm switching to an iPhone. I love that. Also, I love that we are thinking about that. Can we keep that up going forward? Because we know that's been kind of an issue. It's like buying people things, you know? Now that I know all I know, it is really interesting when he says that in P.O.V. because we know previously he's talked about having like an issue with like, you know, trying to like just like provide for someone essentially. So I guess that was change in him, but I didn't know that at the time. Fuck who they call him the best. I seen their ticket sales give it a rest. Yes, they got y'all craniums hexed. I'm on the road to doing stadiums next. Love. But y'all keep counting me out. Like, what's the cheat code? I love that. Clumsy ass, still worried about a street code. We supposed to own the ball, and y'all worried about shooting some free throws or shooting free throws. I love this. Talk your shit, Tyler. For dumb dollars, Don Dadas, from Sun Dodgers, the catalyst to all the world's problems. Damn. And then this, white bitches saying period at the end of a sentence, but wouldn't let the black girls they copy inside their kitchens. Oh, it just says so, you know exactly everything by that one line. And I love lines like that. Lines that just are like, oh, fuck. Listen, shit, I be off the coast, bro. Away from these crumbs, counting bread, eating toast, bro. Ooh, backseat of the Phantom. Tell the driver, move it in slow-mo. I want them to see me like the bottom of an ocean, bro. I'm still so... That doesn't help me. Backseat of the Phantom, which, yes, is the Phantom of the car. Yes. But also, like, Phantom Ghost. You think about it like that. But then move it in slow-mo. I want them to see me like the bottom of a boat, which you don't see the bottom of a boat unless it's the glass bottom boats. But even then, you're technically inside the boat. You're not seeing the bottom. You're in the bottom. I might be taking that too literally. I fear this might be one of those times where I'm thinking about things too literally. Fair. Bad. This video is a train wreck. Oh. So much just happened in that moment. Okay, I gotta tell y'all this. Okay, so my dyslexia, I just read it. It says bunny. No, it doesn't. Damn it, brain, stop flipping the word. Buddy Badmouth. Okay. But basically how I read multiple lines at a time, it'll flip them. So, and I've gotten better at figuring out what caused it over the years. So the line above it is, I want them. And so I took the in from want, and then under it, it says few, like few. So I took the H and the N, and my brain was like, those are two N's, and that says bunny. It doesn't. It says buddy. But that's not why I laughed. Why I laughed is because I said bunny and then I saw bad next to it. My brain then said, oh, it's Bad Bunny. And then I was like, shout out to Bad Bunny. And mind you, this is all happening in that like millisecond, right? But then but then Bad Bunny made me think about my dad. My dad was asking me about, I had told him that obviously like I had posted my year anniversary on YouTube by posting the new Super Bowl. And so he had asked me a few days later, he was like, how is your I'm so sorry. He said, how is your how I'm sorry, I'm trying. He said, how is your hot bunny video doing? I said, what? Because listen, the audio processing delay that happens when you deal with like ADHD or odd ADHD is like, I can't trust that what I heard was what I heard. Because even when it is wrong and it wasn't me, it happens so often that I have to ask. And I said, what? And he looks at me, he goes, your hot bunny video. And he said it so genuine that I was like, I just start cackling. And I felt so bad because he was like very confused. And I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, his name's Bad Bunny. And he goes, oh yeah, Bad Bunny, that's right. And he was like, oh yeah, he was like, that's right, Bad Bunny. He goes, what did I say? I said, Hot Bunny. And he was like, yeah, that's not what I meant. And I was like, I mean, Hot Bunny does work, but it is actually Bad Bunny. So anyways, dyslexia led me to that, and I just needed to explain. Okay, we're focused. I can't even say it now. Buddy badmouth me, so we clean them with scope. Love that. Also scope mouthwash, but then like a scope. Love. We don't brush it off. Stop. I love this. We keep a stick to chew and blow. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Big pause. You need a big jaw to talk these numbers. Big jaw, but also makes me think of Jaws, the ocean, and like where this whole thing's being set up, Sag Harbor. I'm giving time to tuck they summer. I love it. So is he saying like, I'm giving y'all time while I take a rest? Use it wisely. That's what it gives me. That's what it gives me, which is hilarious. It's in quotes front. Is that I think song maybe? Yeah, I feel like that would make sense. And also his yellow earrings. Okay. 40 fumes, only gas I'm puffin'. It's nothing, come get with me. Doesn't he say come get with me in P.O.V too? Can get at me? Hold on. Come get with me, ho. And what did this say? Come get with me. Okay, so it does say the same thing. It's really interesting too, because this came out like right after that music video. Cobra heart, these things got shine upon the door. Ooh, I liked that. That was good. I loved both of videos for different reasons. That POV video was clearly iconic. This was a roller coaster of a video. I don't know where my brain's at. I'm honestly a little afraid of the next videos that I'm planning on filming. If they're all gonna be like this. Because apparently, I mean, I guess look out for the next videos to see. Okay, I need to be done. Actually, I need to be done. Anyways, I really enjoy those. Thank you for coming along with the journey that we just went on together. This is my last Tyler video I'm filming for a while, aside from live streams. There's obviously some other concerts, interviews, like award show things, I think, that we're doing on live stream. A lot of those I end up not being able to put on YouTube because of the type of content. So I don't know if those will be on YouTube, but we still have those. But as far as like official videos, sitting down to do not live, I think we're at the end for now, which is really crazy. I thought it was crazy enough the last like album. This feels even weirder because I'm like, we're actually like done for a bit. Bittersweet. It's been a fun ride, but it's also cool because that means that I'm officially gonna start doing some videos for our next artist, which is Frank Ocean. Obviously, there's less of a back catalog to kind of get through, so we'll knock that out. The Salem Coven members get to vote on who the next artist is, deciding between JID and Cole, I believe. I don't get a say here. I'm just here. They're the ones, running the show. Love you guys. But yeah, so that's the next thing. So I don't know who will be after that, but next up is Frank Ocean. So I'm excited. Let me know what I get right, what I get wrong, what did I miss. I'm sure there was a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.